Good morning, students. Now, moving to our next part of the video. So, in the previous video, we had already discussed about the topic ratio. What is ratio and how can we find the ratio between two numbers and four numbers? So, now moving to our next topic. In this video, we can know about how can we solve the proportion. What is a proportion? So, if two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. That means if four numbers A, B, C and D are such that the ratio of the first two is equal to the ratio of the last two, that is A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, then we say A, comma B, comma C and D are in proportion. The symbol this can also be used to denote equality of two ratio. This symbol represent equality of a ratio. Two dots say it is a ratio, symbol of ratio, and double dots are say equality, symbol of equality. So the two ratios, that is A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. Read as A is to B and C is to D also means A, B, C and D are in proportion. Here A and D are called extreme terms and B and C are called mean terms. A and D are called extreme terms. B and C are called mean terms. The number D is also known as fourth proportional to A, B and C. For example, 3, 4, 18 and 24 are in proportion because 3 ratio 4 is equal to 18 ratio 4. Why? Because when we solve 18 by 24, 9 to the 18 and 12 to the 24. Now it comes on the table of 3. 3 3 is a 9 and 3 4 is a 12. So 3 ratio 4 is equal to 18 ratio 24. So if A, B, C, D are in proportion, which implies A by B is equal to C by D, then A multiply D cross multiply A multiply with D is equal to CB multiply with C. That is, product of extremes is equal to product of means. So next one is continued proportion. Three numbers A, B, C are said to be in continued proportion if A, B and C are in proportion. That is, A by B is equal to B by C. It is B square is equal to AC. Why we write B square? Because when we multiply B with B, it is become B square. So if A, B, C are in continued proportion, then B is known as the mean proportion of A and C is known as the third proportion. So moving to first example, determine if the following are in proportion. We have given a number 3, 12, 5 and 20. So how can we find 3, 12, 5 and 20 ratio proportion? So firstly 3, 12, 5, 20 ratio of 3 to 12 is equal to 3 by 12. 3 ones are 3 and 3 fours are 12. It is 1 ratio 4. And now next one is ratio of 5 to 20. Firstly, we find the ratio of A to B. Next, we find a ratio of C to D. 5 by 20. 5 ones are 5, 5 fours are 20. It is also 1 ratio 4 since 3 ratio to 12 is equal to 5 ratio 20. Therefore, 3, 12, 5, 20 are in proportion. As we also discuss the definition of proportion, when the number of terms are equal, that means number of A, B, C and D, that implies product of extremes is equal to product of means. That means it is are in proportion. So 3 ratio 12 A by B is equal to C by D. That means product of extremes A multiply D is equal to C multiply B is equal. So the numbers are in proportion. Next question is, determine if the following ratios from a proportion. Also write the middle terms and extreme terms where the ratios from a proportion. So 500 gram to ratio 2 kg and 250 milliliter to 1 liter. So firstly 500 gram ratio 2 kg, that means 500 gram to 2000 gram. Why we write 2000 gram? Because firstly we convert kg into gram. So we know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. That means 2 kg is equal to 2 multiply by 1000. It is equal to 2000 gram. So next one is we have to find 500 gram ratio 2 kg. It become 500 gram to 2000 gram. So now it is 1 by 4. Why we write 1 by 4? 500 divided by 2000. That means cut the zeros with 0. 5 ones are 5 and 5 fours are 20. So next one is 250 milliliter to 1 liter. 250 milliliter to 1 liter. So 250 milliliter ratio 1000 milliliter, because 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. That means it is we convert liter into milliliter. So now since 500 gram ratio 2 kg is equal to 250 milliliter ratio 1 liter. Why? Because when we write 250 divided by 1000, again cut the 1 0 with 0, 25 ones are 25 and 25 fours are 100. So answer is 1 ratio 4 again. That's why the two ratios are in proportion. So next one is find x if 15 ratio 60 proportion to x ratio 20. So that means solution 15 ratio 60 proportion x ratio 20. 15 upon 60, that means these are equal to each other, x by 20. Now we have to multiply. Firstly we cut the numbers. 15 ones are 15 and 15 fours are 60. It become 1 by 4 is equal to x by 20. Now multiply extreme terms is equal to product of means. That means multiply extreme. A multiply D is equal to B multiply with C. So value of A is 1 and D 20. Similar, B value of B is 4 and C is x. So 20 is equal to 4x. 4x is equal to 20 and x is equal to 20 divided by 4. Also remember, when we have any number 4x, that is multiply with variable. Variable that multiply with variable, it is divided by left side, right side. That means 5 4s are 20. So value of x is equal to 5. So write the true and false. Next question, write the true and false against each of the following statement. First one is 4, 6 and 9 are in continued proportion. True. Continued proportion, because 4, 6 and 9 are in continued proportion. Second one is 12 is a mean proportion of 6 and 24. It is also true. If A, B and C are in continued proportion, then A, B, C are and C are proportional. False. So in this way we can find the ratio and proportion of the terms that are given below. So also remember, it is a sign of proportion and equality. So that's why we writing the numbers in this form. So next is 3 kg to 12 kg. 3 ratio 12 is equal to 1 ratio 4. 10 gram to 50 gram, 10 to 50, 1 by 5. Since 3 kg ratio 12 kg not equal, this is a sign of not equal to each other. 10 gram to 50 gram. Therefore, the two ratios are not in proportion.